Houston, we have a problem.
This is bullshit. I'm not listening to this. You are insane.
No, you're insane. You simply do not have time for this crap.
I'll use small words that you'll be sure to understand, you warthog-faced buffoon.
You shut your foul mouth!
Yeah, that's my message to you. Fuck you and kiss my ass.
You were just dumber than a bag of hammers.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
You are now tuned in to Dusty Vision Radio.
Dusty Vision Radio, Super Audio Network. Sitting here with my boy Dre Day all day. What up, Dre Day?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because your word is gold, and I'm going to go by what you tell me. But is it wrong to wish coronavirus on someone, hear me out, who cuts you off on the freeway?
Were they Asian?
Yes.
Then yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Just checking. All right, just making sure. This
All right.
coronavirus thing is out of control. We're going to talk a little bit about that later, guys. Make sure you stick around Super Audio Network. But first up, on the line, we have someone who I'm excited about interviewing. Love hip-hop, love talking about hip-hop, love talking about gangster rap. And he is calling from San Jose, California. Ladies and gentlemen, on the line I have REESE LOC. What up, REESE LOC?
Hey, what's going on? What's happening?
Yeah, thanks for joining the show, man.
All day. It's all good.
Yeah. So let's jump right into it, man. Let's take it all the way back. You grew up in Compton.
I was born in Compton, California. I was born in Compton, so I stayed there for a little bit, but at a young age, I went up north to East San Jose. But all my life, I've been back and forth.
Oh, okay, so Compton is like your second home then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, shit, I'm curious to know what San Jose was like. What year did you move up there?
Man, it was in the 70s.
Oh,
I was there in the 70s, man.
Well,
so I was real young.
Let's go. Let's talk the 80s. I mean, it was popping in L.A. With the crack and gang life, and it was just at an all-time high in the 80s. In the early 90s, was San Jose experiencing the same thing?
You know what? I've been recently blessed to talk to one of the triple OGs out of San Ho, Big Red from SJ Riffs, and he been really sitting me down and schooling me on the history of how the things in East San Jose got started and whatnot. So I'm just like a sponge and just soaking things up when he speaks. We gotta give the props and the respect to the people that came before us doing what we do now, because had they not been there, we wouldn't have it how we have it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. What are some of the things OG sharing with you?
He was just showing, telling me how things got started, and he came to San Jose in '75, from what he told me, and he was just some gangster shit, man. He was over there in East San Jose, where I'm from, and he started up their little clique and whatnot, and they was doing their things. As time progressed, I'm not gonna go all deep into what he was saying, but as time progressed, in the '80s, mid '80s, and the early '80s to the mid '80s and on to the '90s, you start to have my generation come through. I'm 45 this year, so my generation, I was a teenager in the late '80s, the early '90s. So we was running around then. San Jose is geographically in the Bay Area, but streetwise and street politic wise, my generation of San Jose people, we don't consider ourselves the Bay Area. It's always been a point of friction.
Really? Okay.
Because and a lot of people don't want to admit to this, but like I said, my generation, to tell you from the get go, we're not from the Bay Area. We from San Ho, straight up. And it's been a situation as far as if you look at like the Bay Area cities, Oakland, Frisco, Vallejo, they was more on that pimp shit and that player shit, and they popping their collars and doing all that. In San Jose, we had Crips, you know what I mean? Crips, and we had some dudes that thought they was Bloods or whatnot, or they was doing their thing. But we had Crips, and when you talk to somebody from the geographical Bay Area, they'll sit there and tell you, well, this ain't L.A., and this ain't this, and this ain't that, and what's the Bay? And I seen an interview a couple weeks ago with Spice One. He was sitting there saying, ain't no Crips and no Bloods in Northern California in the Bay Area. I was like, check this out, homie. If you got Crips and Bloods in fucking New York, you got them in Denmark, you got them in Germany, Japan.
Oh, yeah.
How do you not think that they in the same state, fucking 300 miles away
Exactly,
from Los
bro.
Angeles?
Yeah, I mean, we could Stockton, Sacramento. I mean, we talked to
Right.
many. I mean, we got X-rated. We got
Right.
Garden Block up there. I mean, come on now.
Right. So all that myth that is the homies are not out here in the Bay Area and San Jose and Frisco, Oakland. You know, it might not be no specific Crip gang or Blood gang right there in the middle of Oakland or San Francisco. But I mean, shit, if I step in San Francisco, there's a Crip there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's nowhere you
It's
can't go where
it's
there
that
aren't.
simple. So yeah, it was San Jose was growing up, it was real diverse. You know, we was just pushing that East San Jose, man, and you know, we sharks. We do the shark thing out there,
Yeah.
chilling black.
Okay. Well, shit. Let's talk about your hood specifically. What's the name of your neighborhood?
I'm from Checkers Drive. It's an apartment complex on McKee and King Road, named El Rancho Verde Apartments.
Okay.
That means a green ranch in Spanish.
Okay. And to
So El Rancho Verde, go ahead.
No, you please.
El Rancho Verde Apartments, the older homies, they had a clique called the Swamp Dogs, OG Swamp Dogs, and that's a whole history in itself. But out of that, I look at it as like an umbrella, you know what I mean? Under the Rancho Verde umbrella, you had different cliques like the Swamp Dogs, V-Town. I think they used to have a little clique called Eastside Villains up out of there. And you had where I was from Checkers Drive, which is actual El Rancho Verde Apartments, Checkers Drive. And then where the Swamp Dogs were, they're on El Rancho Verde Drive in the Casa Verde condominiums and apartments. So, you know, we was all out there during my time on the streets in the 90s, dealing with that. You know, it was the different cliques all under that umbrella. A lot of us didn't get along, you know, some friction here and there. But now today, here in 2020, you know, it's all love. We all one big family, and it's East Side or nothing, 408 all day.
Yeah, that's good to know. So, when did you necessarily get put on? What year was we talking?
You know what? With us, you know, it's not really a put on thing. You know, you got certain neighborhoods and certain blocks and whatnot that have that be jumping motherfuckers in. They walk in the line, but some spots, and I've seen this because, like I said, I'm back and forth from Southern California to Northern California. Some spots is just you there. Everybody know you from there, and we going when we leave and go out this area, we represent this neighborhood. So you kind of born into it. It's automatic. You know what I mean? You know, we from this side of the street, and that's it. It's not. We don't have to try to beat you up and say, okay, now you from here. No, we here because shit. My mama live here. Yeah. My cousin stay right there. We everybody knows each other's families and mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers. So we all come from this area. So there's no need for me to sock you in your face and say, oh, you from here too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, after we just got done playing football on the street, right? Like, come on now.
Right.
So talk to me about the years that you were the most active. What years would you say?
Most active as far as being
just, you know, full in, just
dealing with it, being in the streets.
Yeah.
I would say I started my career and really putting myself out there probably like I'm gonna say 89, 90. And I'll say I had a good run from like a good 1990 to I'll say 96. Mm-hmm. I mean, just really being out there and selling dope, you know, selling cocaine, crack cocaine. When I first started, you could like really sell out of a sack, come out your pocket out of a sack, and like how Doughboy did it in Boys in the Hood. He came out of his pocket with the shit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I went to jail, and then, you know, you come out, you have to do some old individual wrap the dope up and, you know, spit it on the ground or whatnot. But back in the day, you used to be able to just come out your pocket with the shit. So, and, you know, I think that we had a point to prove back then. And, well, my generation, Jill, we had the older homies, but when I was about 16, 17, when I was about 15, 16, my main thing was to be one of the hardest Crips in San Jose. My main thing was to put it down for East San Jose. My main thing was to you know, you want to get your reputation out there. You want to get known and do what you have to do to motherfucking put your name and your city on the map. And that's what we did. Me and my homeboy, Big K DZ, K Dog, and the homie Yellow Boy, and a couple other homies, man, we pushed a real hard line.
Okay. Talk to me about who are some of the gangs that you guys are surrounded by or that are in your general area?
Oh, and by Rancho Verde, it's a lot of, you know, we in Northern California, so it's a lot of Northerners.
Okay.
Norteños was right there. So we had, shout out my boy Stranger. We have Barrio Loc, REESE Locals right there. We Capitol Park. I got a lot of partners from Capitol Park, Colonial Montevilla, CMV, Jackson Kings. Right there in that area, we were predominantly the main black gang in that area.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Right there. You know, they had different little other people around, but they, you know, King Road, all the way down McKee to Jackson to Mayberry and all the way to Allen Rock. That's the Rancho Verde neighborhood, and it is what it is. Now, around the city in East San Jose, you had different, you know, cliques. You had Family Crip, you had SOS, the Sons of Samoa, they was there, Colmar Crips, Foxdale. We had some dudes, they was, I guess they're Bloods now, or they were Bloods back then, who knows. But there was MP Hood over by the Mount Pleasant area. Had a lot of different, you know, people out there, but predominantly on the east side, you had the Samoans over there by Overfeld, and you had Rancho Verde where we at.
Okay. Samoans, huh? That's yeah. There's a big Samoan population down here too. SOS. I grew up in Long Beach, so I'm very familiar with.
Okay.
SOS.
Yeah. I'm in Long Beach a lot.
Oh, okay.
I'm there a lot.
Okay. Cool. Well, so how does it work? Because, like you said, a lot of people don't really claim that up there that they're from the Bay or whatever the case is. But how does the whole Norteño Sureño thing work out up there? Are there Sureños up there?
Yeah. They have Southerners in Northern California. How they get down and what they do, their politics, you know, they on a whole nother level of stuff. From what I know, it started off in the prison system, and you know, some protect. You know, the same old story that they have, and you study on. Mm-hmm. But there are Southerners in San Jose and in Sacramento and Stockton, all through Northern California. Mm-hmm. You know, I think the same dynamic is going on with the Southerners being out here when it comes to dealing with a Southerner that's straight from Florencio or you say you're from Long Beach, from east side or west side Longo. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They probably, those ones that's in down south in LA probably look at the ones up here as not maybe not being real authentic or not being the real ones. But shit, these motherfuckers out here putting it down. So don't never get it twisted and say just because the motherfuckers in the other area, mm-hmm. they not putting it down, especially if they California bred this lifestyle. You know what I mean?
They're probably outnumbered, so they have to be a little more crazy from what I'm.
They got to be a little bit more, you know, because this is the North Stronghold. Yeah. You know, I can understand we can look at people from other states and whatnot, maybe, but we in California, man, they pushing the line. Northern California is pushing the line, and Southern California pushing the line. Period.
You know what? That's so interesting to me because I know down here we don't have a lot of Norteños. I don't.
No, I know.
Right?
I know. I see a couple. I see some ones I know that are up here. They go down to LA with their family for Disneyland or wherever. And they go do their thing. I seen one. He took a picture in front of the Echo Park sign or over there by downtown. And you know,
right. You know what the funny thing is, Echo Park is all white now. So.
I'm knowing it's gentrified. I know this. You know what I mean? But he took the picture and he posted it up, and you know, you hella Southerners from down there, like you know. Yeah,
busted a Tekashi 6ix9ine on him, huh?
Right, man. You know, if you really about that life, and it's not no shade on dude, because that's my dude. But if you're really about that life, we ain't gotta try to prove no points, man. If you there, you there.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't gotta take no pictures, man. I'm there. This is what I am. That's why I be saying I'm in Sacramento. Sacramento is like blood capital of the Northern California. Mm. It's like a San Diego. You know what I mean? Mm. And I got all these Crip tattoos and shit spelled with double C's, and he get 100 5 degrees out here in the summer. I don't put on a long sleeve, man. It's fucking. That's who I am, and that's what I'm at. That's what I represent. I just got to go with the blows, and whatever come my way, come my way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, shit. Let's talk a little bit of rap, a little bit of hip hop for a minute.
Sure.
Specifically, a few stories. New York Crip rapper Pop Smoke was recently murdered in Los Angeles, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the whole checking in theory and how rappers, especially rappers with ties to gangs, should move when visiting other cities?
I think specifically on that, I think the language being used turns people off as far as somebody telling another grown-ass man that you got to check in before you can make moves. I think that's the wrong type of language to use. I think that, just being cordial and being able to move around somewhere. I think if you go to another city, you should be able to hit somebody in that city and say, hey, man, I'm out here, man. What's happening? What's up for the night? Let's do it. Something like that. Not can I move and can I do this? Fuck all that check-in shit. Go wherever you got to go get your money. But at the same time, I was looking at some stuff on Dude. You can't do that, man. It's a lot of people. It's the difference between the haves and the have-nots. And a lot of people, jealousy is a disease. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If you sitting here flossing money and I'm having it like that, I'm in your city doing it how the fuck I want to do it.
Yep.
You putting your address on shit. You know what I mean? You can't do that, man, because it's some wolves out here that'll do shit to you, man.
Yep.
And anybody that know anything about Los Angeles, shit.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Born and raised, sitting in East LA right now. Shit.
You know about LA, these motherfuckers some wolves out there. And it's not to be played with, homie, to the point. I went out to, my family's from Compton, and they were in Compton for about 40-some years. They're in Long Beach now, over there by Long Beach State.
Okay.
Shit.
Nice area. Moved on up.
Yeah, they're in a nice area.
Yeah, buddy.
And I went out there. I was in Compton one year with one of my daughter's mother, and we stopped. We was on Rosecrans over there by Campanella Park. My family's from Campanella Park, Fire Roofs.
Okay.
So we stop at the gas station. I'm getting some gas, and she smokes. I said, "Hey, we here in Southern California. This is not Sacramento. This is not San Jose." Yeah. I said, "If you got to smoke, you don't need to get out the car and smoke, man. Let's get the gas and get up out of here." Man, I'm putting gas in the car. She jumps out the car, walks over to the corner, lights up and smoking. Just seeing a carload of dudes pull up. They trying to sell some incense or some shit. Then they look at her and then they look at me and they see my arms are all tattooed up. It almost went down. I'm like, man, you can't do this. This is a different mentality out here. You got to literally, when I'm on 5 going south, I literally got to put on my LA cap. Mm-hmm. And like, I got to be really responsible and really aware of my surroundings, because you know how it is.
Yeah. And it's nothing about being scared. It's about respect, and it's about just being cautious and smart, dude. It's really about being smart, period.
Real talk. So that check-in shit, I think just keeping a good neighbor policy. Mm-hmm. When you come into town, just, hey, man, what's up? Well, if you know Snoop, hey, Snoop, well, I'm out here doing a show, man. Come spoke on with your boy, man. Mm-hmm. So motherfuckers say, that's my boy. He's here, and that's my dude. And you have smooth sailing, just like if you went to New York, man. You got some people out there, check in with them. Hey, what's happening for them out here? Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's done deal.
Yeah. Speaking of New York, what are your general thoughts of how New York and other areas around the country do the Ride the 5 thing, Ride the 6, Slime, the folk aligning themselves with GDs and things?
It's amazing to me that the culture that came out of California has touched so many people and has influenced so many people worldwide. My first time in New York was just this past January. I was there for about 4 or 5 days, just walking around and just trying to soak the city up and look at different things. But it's if you listen to them when they talk about Crips and Bloods or what they are, they say it like it's some clothing, like I'm Crip, I'm Blood. Where out here I'm saying I am a Crip. I'm Crip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's how they talk out there. I'm Crip. Mm-hmm. Well, he was never Crip. You know, nah, we
you put
man, this is a
in front of it.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a lifestyle. That's why it was so detrimental when I think a while back when Cardi B said that shit. She said about not wearing some flu.
Mm-hmm.
You know that culture is new to y'all. You sitting here talking about you not wearing flu. That's going to hit harder here in California because you got motherfuckers that's in their late 60s that was Crips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, speak on
late 60s that were Crips. And so you saying your OGs out there in New York might be the oldest one might be 40 something. Maybe.
Yeah.
But these dudes out here, man, these motherfuckers came, these Crips and these dumb moves came around in 69 to 72. And you got these older men that lived this life, seen people die and been to jail, served time for this lifestyle that we live. And you going to have some fucking 25-year-old young girl that really don't know what she's talking about some flu shit. And even if she was a Crip and she said dead or whatever, federated or whatnot, you still disrespecting because a lot of our people shed blood over this shit.
Yeah, damn.
And that's how you got to look at that. So you can't. That's why it was so disrespectful. Yeah, you say that out there, but it's disrespectful out here when you say that because so many good men and women died over Crips and Bloods. You know what I mean?
Yeah, damn, yeah, man. Yeah, what are your thoughts in general? Just the whole general situation. Now that hindsight is 20/20 and you get to see everything play at hand. What are your thoughts on Tekashi 6ix9ine?
You know what, homie? Because you gotta. It's like you gotta be real with yourself, homie. Not everybody is cut out to do certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you not that, and it's not a knock on you to tell that person or somebody to let you know is, bro, this is not your lane. You out of your league right here. You know what I mean? And that's not calling you no punk, because I know a lot of dudes that'll beat your ass or do something to you, and they motherfucking work every day and take care of children, you know, and cook, and you know what I'm saying? But they just not game bangers. They're not dope dealers or whatnot. So it's funny, because I talk to the youth and I mentor youth out here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I know this one youngster. He thought he was a little dumb move, and I would tell him, and he was really smart and articulate and had a lot of charisma. I said, bro, I can look at you and see that you're not really about that. You're trying to find an identity for yourself, and I can look at you and tell by how you look at me and your whole presence is you ain't with that life for real. And I told him, I said, you're going to keep playing around with that. You're going to run into a youngster around your age that's going to mistake how you look because you got all the little tattoos. You notice that they won't never get no gang tattoos. They'll be like music notes and prayer hands. You know what I mean? Different shit. Ain't never no neighborhoods. Just some shit to make them look like they tatted up from a distance. Sagging. But when you get up close, it's their mama's name and the praying hands and hearts. You know what I'm saying? And stars. You know what I'm saying? But they got the look though. They got the long hair, braids, sagging. They got all these tattoos. I said, you gonna run into a youngster that's really with that shit. He gonna do something to you. The little dude ended up getting killed at a little party. They killed him.
Wow.
He went to the wrong area, wrong area, and the motherfucker shot him.
Hey, do me a favor and keep spreading that word, because I'm gonna keep it 100. When I was younger, I was a little wannabe, 12, 13.
Right.
And someone just like you, Coach Bob, R.I.P. to him. Coach Bob pulled me aside, and he literally told me the same thing. He saw me throwing up a C one day, and I'm nowhere near Crip. I was never Crip. I was not, you know, but he saw me throw up a C, and he started noticing I was going a different way, and he was like, hey, dude, you're not about that fucking life. Listen to how I talk right now. You know I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Just the way I fucking talk, you can tell. And he told me the same thing, man, and he probably saved my life, dog. He probably saved my life.
That's
so
real.
Just keep spreading that word. Real talk, man.
It's you know, you got to have tact. Tact means to be able to deliver a message to somebody without offending them. So you got to make sure that when I talk to these youngsters like that, and I see that they trying to go that route, and I know they're not really with that, because I tell them in a minute, man, when I was 16 and you're 16 now, man, I would have ate you up. The 16-year-olds that was in the 92, 93 would eat these ones up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I say, and I'm not, and you got to remind them, I'm not calling you a punk. I'm not saying that you're weak. I'm just saying, bro, that's not your lane, bro. You could do something else, man. You're smart. Use your mind.
Shit,
I'll
join the
make sure that you
UFC. Get into MMA.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
But all this, somebody will murder you over this stuff, man. Trying to get a name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're right. Your coach, dude that told you that, man.
Yeah.
Man saved your life, man.
Yeah,
and that's
man.
exactly how you gotta look at it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. If I can have you for about maybe 7 more minutes, I have one
It's
more
all good.
question
Take
for
your
you.
time.
We're coming up on the year anniversary of Nipsey Hussle's death, shot and killed by someone from his own neighborhood. In your opinion, how could something like that have been prevented, or was there any way that something like that can be prevented?
That's crazy. I just got a phone call yesterday out of Southern California with some more information on that, but I'm not going to go in that here. But I think that sometimes we become too complacent and get too comfortable. Again, you have a situation where it's known that you're a millionaire. It's known that you ride around these foreign cars and you got money coming in. And this dude right here on the street that don't have nothing, and he's seeing you. You know, that's why I respect these rappers that don't wear hella like J. Cole and Kendrick. They ain't gotta try to floss on nobody. Cause when you floss and I got all this and I'm doing this and I got all these bundles, man. The people that's hungry, man, they gonna eat. Somehow, some way, they gonna eat. And then we're going to find out, like I said, I like to use this word, the wolves. Everybody want to be a wolf until it's time to do some wolf shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now, when you was out there, if it was true that Nipsey called that dude a snitch and whatnot, well, you should be prepared for the consequences that come along with calling a motherfucker that's in that lifestyle a snitch and they ain't having no paperwork right there to support that. Because now, all I got right now, is my name, and I got to defend my name. So whether it be Nipsey, whether it be motherfucking whoever, just because you a rapper don't mean they didn't give a fuck. Look, when Pac got smoked, they didn't give a fuck that was Tupac. Nigga, you jumped on me a bunch with these blood niggas in Las Vegas, and you think I'm not going to do nothing because I'm starstruck? That motherfucker got hit that night.
Yep.
Hit that night. So this is California. This is the West Coast. We don't play that old starstruck shit, man. You disrespect the wrong motherfucker. Motherfucker gonna reach out and touch you.
Yeah.
I think that Nipsey should have had armed security. I think he should have been more aware of where he's at, even though he's in his neighborhood in the middle of their headquarters. But still, I was talking to my girl earlier today. We was talking about some stuff like that, and I said, watch the movie Godfather 1 and Godfather 2. It's a lot of lessons that can be learned from those movies. And we were talking about some OGs. She was like, well, they can't get to so-and-so. They can't get to so-and-so. I said, Michael Corleone told dude, if history has taught us anything, anybody can be killed. Yeah. Period. And I said, people didn't think people can get that close to Nipsey. If they can kill presidents with all that security and they can still murder and assassinate a president, what you think they can't murder some old blood or no Crip dude standing in the neighborhood? Yep. That's just logic. It's real, bro.
With no security. You know, you mentioned Pac. I want to talk about Pac just for a couple minutes.
It's all good.
What are your thoughts of rappers and people like Chris Brown who align themselves with Fruittown and the people who align themselves with gangs after they blow up? Lil Wayne. You know, what are your general thoughts on that?
I think that is ignorance to the highest degree. You know, you've made it. There's no points to prove. It's what you get into situations like that. All is going to happen is you're going to end up being extorted by so-called homies. Oh man, look out for me! Look out, man! You got it, man. It's cool to be cool with some of these dudes, but you sitting there bringing on the gang moniker and starting to throw their signs. It's silly. I'm with. I seen an interview with Trey D from Long Beach. He was saying that's just foolish. Now you got $10 million in your pocket. Now you want to hang on the street and risk getting shot and getting into conflicts with motherfuckers, other motherfuckers that don't have nothing. But you got all this stuff to live for. Once you turn a certain age, you should have something to live for now, that to the point that you're not trying to go to jail. You're not trying to get shot at or do no shooting. You're trying to take care of your family, take care of your responsibility. So that that trying to be a blood and the blood's got the music industry now. I'm looking at rap videos the other day. I'm like, what's her name? That little gay broad came on, Young M.A.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at her video. It's some dude, some skinny pants wearing dude, with a beard, looking like skinny ass cracked out freeway. He got the red rag twirling in his show. I'm like, damn, they're bloods too. But it's like a fad. This is not no fad. That's what these motherfuckers got to understand, because this ain't no fad. This is a way of life for a lot of our people out here, man.
Yeah, people are literally dying and have died. Thousands of people throughout the years.
Thousands of people have died, and you thinking this? You can be done with it before you guys got to go. I was in a gym
take your time,
not too long ago. Okay, I got time. I got time today, cuz.
I love that video.
Yeah. I was in the gym a couple of years ago in Sacramento, and I seen this dude. He's from a different neighborhood. He's from this is the city by San Jose called Milpitas. We used to have problems with Milpitas a lot. He seen me, and I was walking through, and I knew him, and he knew me because we was cool. Our neighborhoods wasn't cool, but we was cool. We was in juvenile hall. It was my celly in juvenile hall in '91. He called me by my last name, and I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Man, what you been up to, man?" And I said, "I'm east siding all day, still." And he was like, "Oh, you still into that?" And I said, "Bro, this was never no fake thing for me. This for you, this dude I'm talking about is a Filipino dude. For you, it might have been the fad for you during that time, and then okay, now you did like Bubba Sparks. I'm Bubba Sparks right now, but now I'm a step away from the rap, and now I'm the average little white dude now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, this is my life. I'm always gonna be this same person. I may have children and grandchildren now, and I work and I'm taking care of my family, and I stay out the way. I wear red now and do what I do, and I got some real good friends that are down moves. But at the end of the day, I'm still Gangsta Reese from that block. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Damn. That's good shit, man. I would love to have you on in the future, man. For a part
it's all
2.
good, man. I hate for it to be so short, but it's all good, man.
Well, shit. Before we go, let me ask you something. I like to ask people: top 5 MCs or rappers of all time.
All time.
In your top 5.
My top. First, you gotta go with the Trinity, man. That's Rakim, KRS, and Kane. That's the Trinity. And so the other 2, lyrically,
put you on the spot.
I gotta go with Scarface. Scarface gotta be in there.
Man.
And lyrical, just lyrical. I probably have to fuck with. It's out of gotta be Nas.
Dude, that's my number 1 right
there. Nas would almost tied up with Immortal Technique.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
I'm a student, man. Hey, this rap shit, I tell these young rappers, you got to be a student of the music, man. You got to really know this stuff. That's how you be a more effective and more groundbreaking artist, because you got to study the art, man. You got to know who Bleeding Down Productions, Treacherous 3 is, Grandmaster. You got to know these people, because this all comes down to what we doing today.
Yep.
And a lot of them dudes don't know. A lot of the people that they feel that they the ones, the little Yachties of the world, 21 Savages, they feel that they the one, but it was people that came before you that made this path for you to even be who the fuck you are. Just like the Crip and Blood thing.
Tell them, homie. Tell them. Hey, since you're down to kick it for a few minutes, can I ask you something else?
Man, all day.
Oh, okay, cool. How important was the movie Colors to the spread of gangs across the United States?
I think that the movie Colors gave an insight of what was going on in Southern California to other states. I think that the movie Colors, as far as here in California, it inspired a lot of young people who probably wasn't even thinking about gangs at one time to start to look into them, to start to identify, because the gangs have been around. You know, they've been around since '69 to '72, the beginnings. They've been around. I remember being in Compton in the '80s in Campanella Park, and we was running from Sherm Heads. I remember the golf hats and everything, and I remember seeing them dudes And I remember being a young a child with my cousin. We were sitting in the park in Campanilla Park with a teenager. The teenager had to be about 15, 16. And so at the time, me and my cousin probably were about 8, 9. And my cousin was reading some of the graffiti that was on the bench. And my cousin was like, what's this word Pyrus? Pyrus? And the teenager said, no, that says Pyru. And we was like, what that mean? And he was like, that's where we're in. That's what we are. And he's pointing to himself, and to us. We are Pyrus. This is Campanella Park. And just being that and knowing that. So when the movie came out, it reinforced it and it inspired a lot of people to want to be in gangs and whatnot. But in California, the gang situation, the climate was already here. I think it just it planted seeds and it made it sprout quicker than what it would have.
Yeah, to where now they're gangbanging in the Philippines, New Zealand.
So, yeah.
I mean, you know, that it's just crazy how much it's spread, man. Well, I know you do music. So you still pushing your music?
You know what? When the money's right.
Okay.
When the money's right, I think right now, homie, the music game is saturated. Mm-hmm. It's saturated. I think that when I was first doing music and doing albums, we had to go to a real studio, and we were paying anywhere between $30 to $50 an hour, mm-hmm. and laying tracks. I remember when I first went, it was reel to reel. Then it was with the ADATs. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
That was my era.
But now you got motherfuckers in their rooms with a computer and a microphone, cranking out 5 albums a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's saturated, man, and they making their little fake ass little covers and whatnot, and releasing shit digital. You know what I mean? So I think it's saturated. I think that everybody wants to be a rapper now. So when it used to be just a couple of rappers, I mean, you from LA. Remember, it was just stuff like it was Toddy T, Ice-T, mm-hmm. Mixmaster Spade. Mm-hmm. You know, now it's motherfucking hundreds of these motherfuckers.
Oh my God,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody does music.
Yeah.
And it kind of soured me to doing music because it took away from the true and real living art form that does encompass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because right now, you listen to these motherfuckers, man, and look at their videos, they all pointing the fake air guns at the camera. They all talking about bitches and money and how they killers. So what they're rapping about in their content in their music, it could just be one whole big song. We just take their lyrics and put one beat, and all these fucking 100 rappers could be one whole big song because they're all talking about the same shit. Mm-hmm. and 9 times out of 10, none of them is doing this shit, man.
That's the fucked up part right there.
So that's why I had to step away. If there's some money involved and they're hey Reese, we like you, this and that, once you get on this, and you know, I don't try to get in people's pockets, but I know if you're trying to make $1 off me, I mean, I think I should be compensated anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But fuck it, I'll do something if it's meaningful and if I feel it. But I'm not just gonna rap on anybody's shit. And if I think it's whack, I'm gonna tell you, man, it's whack. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's really fabricated to the point that you do a song with Snoop Dogg now. This motherfucker, Snoop gave you a verse that he didn't want to use on his album. He sent it to you on a DAT, and you put it up to your music, and you done paid this motherfucking 10 racks for this shit. Mm-hmm. People thinking you was in the studio. I'm the type of dude that wanted to be in the studio with you so we can vibe and we can really get a feel for each other. Not, I just got your motherfucking verse and we're going to throw it on shit. That's just whack. Yeah. And but that's how people operate now, and I'm not with that. I'm with the old school type shit.
I feel you on that, man. Well, shit, dude, it's been a pleasure, man. If you want to promote
your
Instagram or your Facebook or anything, or you just want to say, shit, see you next time.
Just YouTube. Just put Gangsta Reese, man, and appreciate some real music, man. And I look forward to the next time we talk, man.
We will soon, very soon.
Like I said,
I'll get with you offline and we'll set up the next one.
For sure. A lot to say. All
right, Reese. Well, you have a good night, man. I'll talk to you later.
You too.
Peace,
Thanks,
man.
Bro.
Oh, yeah, good shit. And look who decided to enter the building. What up, Pac?
What up?
What's cracking,
in
man?
In the building.
Just gonna drop by for a bit.
Perfect, because we were just about to talk about coronavirus, and you look like you have coronavirus.
I'm getting over it.
I was afraid to shake you. Like, I don't want to shake people's hands now. Me and Dre were just talking about how crazy that shit is, dog.
We're gonna nipple touch from now on.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are dirty. What the fuck? Every time you come in here, some dirty shit goes on. Did
No,
the lights just dim
He's,
more?
he's a bad influence.
We're gonna touch fingers like from now on. It's
Like
gonna be
E.T.?
like tips.
Eventually,
just tips.
Eventually, it's gonna be like finger bump,
Finger-
right? Because
finger
now I don't
bump.
even want to knuckle bump people.
Yeah, I don't
like,
want to knuckle bump.
You
I
don't
don't
want to touch boners no more?
No,
Oh,
you can't.
Jesus Christ.
bro.
But I don't know. A couple days ago, I wasn't
Yeah.
scared of this thing, this coronavirus
I'm terrified
thing.
now.
Now I'm starting to worry
'Cause
just a little bit.
All the things they say not to do, I do. Don't
yeah.
touch your face. I touch my face.
I put my
Don't-
finger in my
don't-
ass and scratch my nose, like shake people's hand after.
So you know the
Oh, you're not supposed to do that?
You know what really caused this? It's people eating ass.
No,
Da-
I heard
you-
that.
how dare you?
I heard that.
You know what, dude? I invite him on my show, and he talks about the number one thing I like to do.
Exactly.
Did you tell him I like eating?
But you know what it
Hey,
is?
hey,
If
because
you've
I
been
said
eating,
that's the reason,
if
doesn't
you've
mean
had a
I stopped
lifetime of
eating
eating
ass,
ass,
you know what I mean?
then that means you're prepared for the coronavirus. 'Cause
Say-
it won't
say it
affect-
again?
If you had a lifetime of eating ass, then you're prepared for
I'm
the
telling you,
coronavirus.
dude.
You
This
mean-
tongue is fucking tight,
You mean-
dude.
Now, see, what I meant is the people who are not experiencing eating ass are the ones getting the
Ah,
coronavirus.
see, they don't tell their girl, baby, you got to wash your ass first. Maybe teach them the enema thing. They're just licking ass after a club, and there's all sweat
I lick
in there.
ass every time we get out the shower.
Dude, there's this myth. No, it's actually true because most of my black friends don't like eating pussy to start with.
They don't like
But
eating pussy? What the fuck?
Do you not know black people don't like black dudes don't like eating pussy? Really?
I might have
Black
heard
chicks
that.
don't like sucking dick
I
either.
love
It's like
eating
it's
pussy.
in the line of like, okay, white chicks
It's
love
degrading to them.
Yeah, white chicks love to suck dick. Like black chicks are at the bottom totem pole. Like, and that's kind of the same with eating pussy. Like white dudes love it and black dudes don't. But I'm half white and half black, so the white part of me loves to eat pussy, and the super white part of me loves to eat my girl's ass. Like, it's right there. It's clean.
No, the black part of you, when it comes down to eating ass, are you like, why am I still doing this?
No.
You just gag a little bit.
Oh no, dude! I'm telling you, there's nothing like because when you're eating, like if you eat a pussy from behind, your nose is like right there, right?
Yeah,
So
You ever lick the butthole from the bottom and then all the way to the top of the clit?
Maybe.
probably,
I have.
I probably have. I
I
probably
love,
have.
I love that.
I mean, I've done it all, but just sit on my face. Just sit on my face.
Sunrise surprise. You ever had that?
Is that what? What's that?
Sunrise surprise.
Sunrise surprise
No.
is when your girl wakes you up in the morning by
Okay.
sitting on your face.
Sunrise. I've had a few
I call it
sunrise
scrambled
surprises.
eggs.
Ooh, scrambled eggs.
Scrambled-
After she has an abortion. she sits on your face?
Scrambled eggs on my face.
Oh, that's gross. Dude. You guys are fucking nasty.
Hey.
Hey, well, maybe I don't know if you want to stick around, but we have about 45 more minutes. We're going to do another interview. You're more than welcome to chill. Let's get
I
to a
would love
video. You are tuned in to Dusty Vision Radio right here on Super Audio Network. I'm my boy Dre Day all day and my boy Packy Chan in the building. Let's enjoy some music. We're going to go pee-pee real quick, roll something up, pour a drink. We'll be right back in about 7 minutes. Oh, Dickie right there. It's a dope song. Yo, Dre, let's keep the party going, man. I'm really excited to chat with the next dude we have online. Ladies and gentlemen, from Lubbock, Texas, East Side, Rolling 60 Crip, we have O-Dogg. What up, O-Dogg?
What's up with you, man?
Oh, nothing much, man. Thanks for joining the show.
Oh, no problem, man.
Yeah,
No problem.
yeah. Hey, before we get started, no, not before we get started, but before we kind of get into your life and talk gang shit and everything, I know you had a video that kind of went viral. What happened at that Popeyes?
Man, went to the drive-thru. She got my order wrong from the gate, and went to the house and seen that everything was just out of whack. And I tried to call back. 30 minutes, I couldn't reach nobody, so I went on back. I went on back up there to the Popeyes, man, and I tried to explain to her, you got my order wrong, and the size wasn't in the bag. She had ordered 4 sizes, and she only gave me 1 size. And she eventually gave me 2 sides, but after about an hour passed, she just got belligerent with me. She just got disrespectful. So I called her boss, and her boss told me to tell her to go on and give me some fresh chicken, because I was in there a whole hour. She gonna tell me the chicken was still hot, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And I just needed to record it. You know what I'm saying? To show everybody this manager acted Popeye.
Okay, yeah, it kind of caught some legs, right? Did anything ever come of it?
They getting back at me. The corporate office is getting back with me right now.
Okay.
They doing an investigation in her. I don't want to let nobody lose their job, but when they act like that, they need to be reprimanded or lose their job. One of us.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely interested in talking with you, being from Los Angeles myself. I'm fascinated how something that started here spread all across not just the country but the world. And I'm talking about gangs. And as I explained to you earlier, and as everybody who watches my show know, that I don't do this to promote gangs. I'm not doing this to glorify gang life. I'm just, it's an educational thing. It's more to let you know about some of the neighborhoods out there, and I like to talk to the older cats. I don't want to talk to the 20-year-olds and 19, 20-year-olds. I want to talk to the older cats, man. And when do you remember the Rolling 60s first touching down in Lubbock, Texas?
Probably I'd say about 87, 88.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you there that early?
I was there.
Did you join that early, or when did
Yeah,
you join?
I was there. That's when I first started.
Okay. So would you say that you're one of the OGs of Rolling 60s in Lubbock?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I could say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shit. Who were some of the gangs around Lubbock before the Rolling 60s came along? Did you guys have any little cliques or?
Yeah, we had little place like we had, the Mexicans. They had they little old Barrio East Side, and we had our little old cliques. The Rufus Clan. That's what we was called. You know, it wasn't really tripping like that. You know what I'm saying? We really wasn't fighting like that, but the essays they was fighting like that, but we wasn't fighting like that.
Okay. So it's mainly
Yeah.
a lot of Mexican gangs, a lot of Latino gangs in that area.
It's really
Texas.
not. It's really not in Lubbock, but you got Vario Arnett Benson, and you had the Vario East Side. Then you had us. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much didn't mess with us. We wasn't really playing it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who from LA, to your knowledge, brought the Rolling 60s there?
I think it's EMAC. EMAC, he's an OG blood, and Melvin Williams. He was one of my cousin's dad from Compton.
Yeah, we've heard the name before.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we're talking like 87, 88. It was really going down in LA during that time, as you know. Murder rate was through the roof. Was it popping like that, really crazy, just out the gate in 87, 88, like it was out here?
Right out the gate, Lubbock was number 3 in the nation.
Really? No shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Damn. At one point, they were in the top 10 murder capitals of the world, or the country.
Yeah.
The country, I mean.
Yeah, number
Okay.
3.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Interesting, huh? So, talk to me about, or maybe this didn't happen, but did you get jumped in, or how was the initiation
Oh
process?
yeah, you had to get jumped in. You had to get jumped in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you fought back, that shows you had heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you just had to go at it.
Mm.
You just had to show what you were. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We didn't have to go drive by shooting and kill innocent people like that. No, we do nothing like that. No, we didn't do nothing like that.
Yeah. Take me back to that day, your experience. That's a big day in your life. You getting jumped in. Take me back to just the starting and the beginning of it.
Well, I had a dad that was always constantly on me, man. You know what I'm saying? But I never did have no mom.
Mm-hmm.
Most people they have vice versa. But joining the crib thing, that was like how would you say it, like a different kind of family aspect. We looked out for each other, you know what I'm saying? I mean, as soon as I got jumped in and everything was everything, it's like they fed me, clothed me, gave me shoes, stuff like that, It was very interesting as a young kid. Now I wouldn't say this day and age I would tell my kids to be a Crip. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't tell my kids that. No.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, talk to me about how you remember the names of, or the legend of, the Tookie Williamses and the Raymond Washingtons. Did you guys hear about them in Lubbock? Did you know anything about them back
Yeah,
in the day?
we heard about them. We heard about them. Tookie was a weightlifting dude. You know what I'm saying? Real real buff kind of, you know what I'm saying? One of those no nonsense, no tolerating nonsense dudes, you know what I'm saying? From what we heard, you know what I'm saying, back then. Now that I've done my, you know what I'm saying, my what you call it, homework. Now that I've done my homework, you know what I'm saying, I know different, you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, but
Who are some of the other crib sets in Lubbock? Like, do you guys have Hoovers? Do you guys have, gangster cribs, anything like that out there?
we got Hoovers. We got Hoovers. We got West Side, Rolling 60s. We got uh, 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 it's a lot of them, but you know what I'm saying. We all tend to just get. We don't fight like the rest of them fight. You know what I'm saying. We got a little grapevines up here. You know.
Okay, Grape Street.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said the Crips aren't really beefing because out here, unfortunately, in LA, a lot of them are.
No,
they're not really beefing down there.
Once we decided that's what we was gonna be, that's what we protected. You know what I'm saying? That's what we protected.
Okay. Who got there first? Would you say the Crips or the Bloods?
The Crips got there first.
Okay.
The Crips got there first. Yeah.
When do you remember Bloods start coming along?
Blood start coming in maybe I'd say 6 months after the fact, 6 months after the fact, or maybe right after. You know what I'm saying? But we wasn't really beefing like that at first. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really nothing like that at first. You know what I'm saying? But Flash was warned. You disrespecting me this, you disrespecting me that. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like that. It's not like L.A. and Compton where we got Crips in the one neighborhood and Bloods in the other neighborhood. Sometimes, like the neighborhood I stayed in, which was Parkway, you know what I'm saying? It was a Blood territory. So the Crips that was in Parkway was right dead in the heart of it. You know what I'm saying? Right dead in the heart of it.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What would you say the biggest gang in Lubbock is?
The biggest gang?
Yeah, number-wise, not...
Rolling 60s Crip.
Okay, it makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. Do you guys ride the 5 and the 6 down there? You know, the Bloods do the 5, the Crips do the 6. Or would you guys say you're more like an LA type of gang where you don't do that?
No, we don't do that. We, you know, we never did the 5 and the 6 thing. You know what I'm saying? We stood for what we stood for. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is.
Yeah.
We represented what we represented. You disrespected that, then you disrespected the whole nine. Yeah.
Do you guys have folks and GDs and things like that present in Lubbock?
No, we don't have no guys and disciples and folks. No, we don't have none of them down here.
Okay, interesting. What about white Aryan gangs? Do they have a big presence down in Texas?
No, see, it's all over Texas, but it's not in Lubbock. Cause we not finna tolerate that. Not finna tolerate. We not finna tolerate a whole bunch of white people thinking they finna do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah.
Did you ever have to do any prison time?
Nah. See, I was one of those people. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do something just to get me time served, or you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna get caught doing nothing that's gonna give me an extended stay. You know what I'm saying? But you know, God bless me to, you know, stay free. You know, I've been in jail many times, but you know what I'm saying, I've never been to the penitentiary.
Okay.
Now a whole bunch of my homeboys have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take it back to the 80s. Did crack cocaine have a big effect on Lubbock like it did in a lot of the other parts of the country?
When crack cocaine swept through here, man, it was like an epidemic. I mean, people. I mean, you could see skeletal. You could see skeleton bones. You put it like that, you could see skeleton bones. I mean, it was something that we really wasn't ready for, but we dealt with it anyway. You know what I'm saying? you're never ready for that big of a drug to impact them because you don't really know what's gonna happen. But you got to roll with the punches. You got to deal with what you deal with.
Yeah. What was the big drug before crack? Because out in L.A. it was Sherm. Did you guys have a big major drug out there before crack?
It was still free base, and we had mollies and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, shooting heroin and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, heroin. Heroin has always been around in some form or the other. Now it's just form of all these pills these kids are taking and everybody's taking. Man, that's crazy shit.
Man, and like the kids in these days and era, man, they don't take time to come ask the OG to ask us what cripping is about or what blooding is about. They cripping on what cripping is. You know what I'm saying? They really ain't try to come ask us. They just doing what they want to do. Put it like that. They don't want to know no history. They don't want to know nothing. They just want to wear the color. It's sad to say that your OG 2 years older than you is. That's not no OG, but that's the way these kids think. You know what I'm saying?
Man, speak on it, because we need more people like you talking like that. Yeah, like you said, that's why these kids are so crazy nowadays, is because their OG is a year and a half older to them, and they're doing the same damn thing they are.
They doing the same reckless thing they is.
Yeah, but back in your day, there was actually a dude that was 10, 12, 15, 20 years older than you.
Yeah.
Did all that shit 5, 10 times over, and he dropped some game on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. They kind of led us to what we was gonna do, what we can't do. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't finna shoot up no house with no kids in it. We wasn't finna do none of that. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't finna do none of that. Yeah.
So drive-bys aren't too big in Lubbock.
No, we had drive-bys. Don't get me wrong, we had drive-bys, but we made sure that it, you know what I'm saying, wasn't too many kids involved. Now some innocent kids that got hit, but it ain't like major cities, you know what I'm saying, where kids are just falling out the sky. Because we were kids ourselves, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'm sure you're familiar with the name Nipsey Hussle, obviously.
Oh yeah.
What are your general thoughts on the whole situation and how something like that could have been prevented? Meaning, one of his people from his hood got that close to him and was able to touch him like that. What are your thoughts on the whole general situation?
Man, it goes back to what I just said, man. The young folks, man, they do what they want to do, man. You know, I believe that it was the younger people that got to him. I don't believe it was anybody that was old that knew anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because what we try to do is we try to live better for our lives. You know, once we had kids, we kind of look at it a little bit different than what we did when we wasn't had no kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
the whole situation was just, man, messed up. What are your thoughts in general on the rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine? I'm sure you're familiar with the name. Are you familiar with the story?
No, I ain't familiar with that.
Oh, okay. So Tekashi 6ix9ine, this little rainbow-haired kid with rainbow teeth. He was a rapper. He aligned himself with the New York Bloods after he became famous. Long story short, he was witness to a lot of crimes. He was witness to a lot of stuff, and he was involved in a lot of stuff, and he ended up snitching. A lot of his boys did 14, 15, 20, 30 years, and he is getting out, I believe, in July. Does that story ring a bell, or you don't even?
Yeah, it kind of ring a bell. Yeah, it kind of ring a bell now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just from what I told you about that, and he was pretty much the biggest rapper in the world for like 6 months. No joke. He was the biggest rapper.
No, you're talking about.
What are your thoughts on that whole general situation, especially that you don't know about it? I'm even more curious to know your thoughts that you're not that in tune with it. In general, what are your thoughts?
I think that he got to protect himself now. You know what I'm saying? By him, once you snitch, you always gonna have that jacket on you, man. No matter how old you get. You know what I'm saying? So you either that or you're gonna have to locate to something different. But you being a star you is, everybody gonna know who you are. So I mean, you gonna really have to protect yourself.
Yeah, and
because somebody's gonna get at him. Yeah, they're gonna get at him. Yeah.
Talk about the G code. Explain the G code, and is it dead? I feel like I don't. Once again, I don't know if you're keeping in tune with a lot of things that are going on, but there's a lot of telling and snitching out there.
Yeah, the number one rule in the game is you don't tell. You take the rap for what it is, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? You lay it down for what you lay it down for. You don't tell nothing. But a lot of these, like these days right now, they don't they scared of the penitentiary and they never seen it, but they scared of it and they gonna tell it. They gonna sign statements and they gonna tell it. That's just the way it is with these young dudes. They just not called snitching no more. It's called getting down. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you before you get me. That's what it is now. That's what I believe. It's called getting down. You know. Now, me and you, we in a car together, and you drop your little low sack right there. I know that you gonna be man enough to accept that. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have no parts of that. But at the same time, while both of us should get charged for what you had. Now, if it was mine, I'm gonna tell him right there, say that was mine. It ain't have nothing to do with him. You gonna let him go. But that's mine. It's under my seat. It's on my side. He didn't know nothing about it, even if you did. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
That's the G code. Yeah. Take responsibility for what you got, and never ever snitch. Period.
Yeah, it sounds so simple, but when someone's sitting in that interrogation room and they're facing football numbers, 48 years, 62 years, man, that's when you see the real people right there, right?
Yeah, that's when you see the what I call that's when you see the whole come out of a whole bunch of dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's when you see it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know that wasn't yours, what is you gonna snitch for?
Mm-hmm.
If you know that they don't have that on you, what are you gonna put the blame on somebody for?
Mm-hmm.
No matter if it's in the car or not, if you know that ain't yours, what you gonna get down for?
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
this day and age, they gonna get down. Even if it is there, they still gonna be the first one to sign a statement.
Yeah.
First one to sign a statement, they're gonna be the one to get out.
Damn. Yeah, man. When was Lubbock, Texas, the most active? Just when you looking back now, you're like, damn, it was just so crazy at this time frame. What years are we talking?
Man, early, we talking about early. I say early '90s, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Early '90s, early to mid '90s, man.
Yeah. Same out here. Same out here in LA. We had in one year we had upwards of 2,000 murders in Los Angeles, homicides, and it was just really going down in LA. So you're saying the same thing around the early to mid '90s?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I seen a whole bunch of us fall. I seen a whole bunch of them fall. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed like it was more of us falling than it was them.
Mm.
But I guess that's because I was on the opposite side of the fence. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Yeah. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything, but do you think there is something bigger out there? Meaning, like, I don't know, the government maybe pulling some puppet strings to control what goes on in the hood and to keep.
See, I am a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, talk, please.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Everything happens for a reason in that society. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it's the white folks. What I'm saying is the judicial system. Somebody's putting something out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have no cocaine to fly over here with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the stuff that you're catching us coming in here with ain't big enough to supply the whole city with. You know what I'm saying? But where is it coming from? Where is these guns coming from? They coming from y'all. Point case. My brother, he just did a little time, but he beat the case. But the gun that he had came out the police lockup. How did that happen? Mm-hmm. The gun that he bought came out the police lockup. How did that happen? Mm-hmm. And he bought it from another dude. I'm talking about where you had to sign to see the weapons and all that. Yeah, that's where it came from. And that's how he got off of that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, Texas has always had a reputation of being able to carry wherever you go, walk around in the Walmart.
Yeah.
California
laws.
California laws are so strict. I mean, New York laws are even stricter. I can't shoot somebody in my front yard out of protection, without having to go to court and defend myself. But talk about how easy it is to get a gun, and does that have any effect on the hood? You know.
Man, it's easier to buy a gun than it is to buy a pack of cigarettes.
It's crazy to me, man.
I'm
Wow.
just saying,
Yeah, yeah,
if you want it, you gonna go get it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about early age.
And,
Okay,
and we're
now,
talking
us,
legal guns, because
yeah,
I know we can get illegal guns easy. I can go down the street and throw a rock and get 5, but we're talking legal guns, right?
I'm talking about both.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. But it's so many of us. This is the way they did us, man. There's so many of us that went through the court system and plead out and felonies and everything. So that's what we have to get. We have to get those dirty guns. You know what I'm saying? But statistically speaking, every murder that's happened when they kill a whole bunch of people, those people there don't even have a felony. So the people that's with the felons, they don't even kill nobody. But the ones that got the guns with the permits, them the ones that's killing people, taking them into schoolhouses and like the Vegas situation.
Oh my
He just
God.
picking them off.
When you
You
said
know what
that,
I'm saying?
that's the first thing that popped in my head was Vegas.
You know what I'm saying? He just picking them off.
No
But he
priors.
was no prize, nothing. Registered to carry a gun, man.
Mm.
You know, that's just the way that is, man.
Yeah.
Now, you're gonna try to tell me I can't have no gun to protect myself? Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Try getting a gun in California. I mean, it's possible, but it's a process. It's definitely a process.
Oh, the process ain't that long down here.
Yeah, I could tell.
You know, process ain't that long at all. You take your few classes and shoot your few things on the range and get your gun. That's the way that is.
So right now, there's someone sitting out there who is thinking about joining a gang. Is 1 foot in, like he's any day now. He's going down that route. You already have been there, done that. Looking back, hindsight being 2020. If you could sit down with this kid for 1 minute, what would you tell him?
I tell you, you need to rethink that over, man. That color, once you agree to that color stay with you your whole life. And it's going to affect you for the rest of your life. So you really have to understand what you're getting yourself into. You may think that it's good and you glorify because all your homeboys, but you really have to notice and understand what you are getting yourself into. Especially now that, y'all doing what y'all want to do. So now your OG might tell you, because he's 2 years older than you is, or a year older than you is, say, man, go on, knock him off. You're going to have to go knock him off. Because that's what your OG told you. You believe this. But now Tyler never came back and asked us about nothing. Half of these gangbangers out here right now don't even know they is.
Yeah. Man.
Okay, now if you sit these kids there and show them films in a crash course about what can happen, the death toll, and see all the bodies and everything, they'll never do it. They'll be scared of it. We wasn't scared of it. But the kids these days will be scared of it. I honestly think that. I honestly believe that they'll be scared of that. And that's how you curb that. You don't block the learning process from them. You expose it to them right off the bat. You want to be in the game? This is what's going to happen. Yeah. This is how you're going to get, you're going to have to do this, you're going to have to do that. Because y'all not taking care of each other no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn, man, that's deep. Thank you so much, O-Dogg. It's really been a pleasure talking with you. I hope we can do this again. And I know that you're going to at least change one person out there, man. Those are some big words towards the end.
And if I could change at least one person's life, I done good, man.
Amen to that, Playboy. Amen to that, man. It's been a pleasure, man. I'll definitely talk to you soon. And you have a great night, all right?
All right. Now, how can I hear this?
Oh, actually, it's you know what? I'll send you the link as soon as I drive home tonight. I'll make sure I send you the link. I'll text it to you, or I'll send it to your Facebook.
Okay, that's cool. That's
all
cool.
Right, perfect, man. Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
All right.
I'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right.
Good shit, man. I like inspiring words, Dre. Sometimes I need inspiring words, dude. Yeah. Like, seriously, man. Especially, like I said, during this whole coronavirus thing, I don't know what's going on.
It's terrifying.
I'm a little bit worried, dog.
And then you have a family, so you gotta be a little bit more worried than me.
You know what?
If I die, my girl lives on.
She lives
happily.
on. She's good. Does she have she's good on insurance?
She got insurance,
okay,
and she lives happy. So it's a double
yeah.
jackpot.
I'm worth more dead than I am alive, for sure, 5 times over.
But does that count if we die of that virus too?
I don't know, man. There's probably some clause in there. I bet you there's something at the bottom with an asterisk that says
no viruses.
No viruses. No
STDs?
man-made viruses in the lab. They're saying now that it came from a lab. There was rumors, there was things that they were trying to cover up, but apparently it's official that it came from a lab.
From a lab.
Yeah, in China, and here we are. And we've had the Zika virus, we've had SARS, we've had like the pig flu, what's the swine flu, all that shit back in the day. But this one I'm starting to think a little like, and I'm gonna be on a plane next week, dude. I'm gonna be on a plane next week, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to cancel my trip. But I'm gonna take it to the end of the day. Like if I have to, towards the last day, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck!" I'm gonna see how this thing plays out the next day or two, dude.
Hey, well, you gotta be quarantined before you come back.
I know. I'm gonna have to. I'll bring a big bubble. It's gonna be in a big fucking bubble. I'm
14-day quarantine
bubble, dude. No, that's crazy, man. Like we joked about it. We've been joking about it kind of like for a few weeks now, maybe even a month. But I thought this thing was gonna die down a couple weeks ago. I was like, all right, it's gonna die down.
So.
Like, calm down. Yeah.
Like Ebola. Mm-hmm. Ebola was scary, but I never had fear of catching it. This shit, I'm scared of catching it.
Yeah, exactly. I've had worse than Ebola. I've eaten off a taco truck, and I've had the shits, and that's pretty much what Ebola was. You shit all the time.
Ebola didn't scare me like this does, or swine flu, or bird flu didn't scare me like this does.
Nah. But I was thinking, like, it's really been hard for me to lose weight lately. Like, I'm just fucking gaining weight like a motherfucker and not losing weight like I really want to.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind maybe getting sick for a week and, like, losing, like, 10, 11, 12 pounds.
You want to catch Ebola?
I mean, it's an easy diet.
All right, I got you.
Oh, shit. I knew I shouldn't have shook your hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a homie in Africa. He's going to hook me up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, monkey meat.
Oh,
I'll give you Ebola real fast.
Nah,
come on, man.
I ain't fucking with it. Is he Nigerian? I don't trust Nigerians. Yeah. Every time I hear a Nigerian talk, dude, I'm just like, I don't trust you, homie. Like, they'll be like,
Ebola.
Yeah, they'll be like, the sky is blue. I'll be like, nigga, what do you know, motherfucker? What? Looking around and shit. Nigeria, especially.
Don't be like that.
Since those Nigerian scams.
What about all the people listening to us in Nigeria?
We probably have one Nigerian.
We have 2 Nigerian fans.
Probably.
Yeah, you know both their names.
We just lost them. That's 50% of our audience. God damn it. But, hey, we're going to get the hell out of here every Thursday. Dusty Vision Radio right here on Super Audio Network, except for next Thursday. I forgot to tell Dre that I'm going to be in New Orleans next week, so we're going to have a best of episode next Thursday.
Oh, dope.
So, yeah, so make sure you guys, Dre's going to get the night off. He's going to get to watch some extra porn.
Ebola.
Maybe play that VR game that he's addicted to.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking addictive as fuck.
But still tune in Thursday.
You tried it?
No, I don't know.
Oh, my God, you got to try it.
If there's VR sex, I'm all in. Like, I'm not leaving the house.
That's just dangerous. No, that's what I mean. Like, you don't want to fuck with that shit.
Yes,
it's dangerous.
I heard.
Just stay away from that.
It's like Black Mirror. Cool. It's like Black Mirror.
It's like Black Mirror,
You know what episode I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
It's not worth it.
Okay, good call. I'm going to take your word on it because you're a video game nerd, so I'm going to take your word on that.
You feel like you're cheating on your wife, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that bad, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like that every time I watch. Never mind. We're going to get the fuck out of here. Dusty Vision Radio, Super Audio Network, every Thursday. Make sure you check all the other shows out there we have right here on the network. We got some dope stuff, something for everybody. We love you. We'll see you next week. Peace. Hey.